Ambassador Woody Johnson is back from the UK, back in his seat, his throne as the owner of the great New York Jets, J-E-T-S-S-S, and he's back on his tweet game. He's out there tweeting everybody, and he's like, yo, what should we do with the number 223 pick? So, Woody, if you're going to ask, I'm going to tell you. Justin, do we need to talk about it even more? Like, come on, man. Justin is the best. He's ready for the market. You can't throw Zach Wilson in that market. He's going to get 8 and alive. He's been tucked away down at BYU. Please go with the guy who runs a 4.40. Please go with the guy who is the reason why we saw Big Ten football. Come on, Woody. Don't mess this up, man.
All right. Alex Rodriguez just bought the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota Timberwolves' #1 pick of the draft, Anthony Edwards, young man, was asked about Alex Rodriguez, and here's what he had to say.
And we haven't gotten to chat with you since the news this weekend that Alex Rodriguez was getting ready to buy in as an owner here. Do you have any thoughts about him? Are you an A-Rod fan at all growing up or anything like that? What you think about what he might bring to the team?
A fan? What you mean, like, who is he?
The baseball player, Alex Rodriguez?
Yeah, no, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I know he's gonna be the owner, but I don't know nothing about baseball.
So, Anthony Edwards. So, listen, he and Alex Rodriguez then have a little nice back and forth. You might wonder, well, who was Anthony Edwards' favorite baseball player? Is he more of a Jeter guy, just not familiar with the sport at all? Well, I'm happy to inform you, Anthony Edwards does have a favorite baseball player, and that is Anthony Edwards. Play the tape.
I used to play baseball when I was young. Yeah, it'd be hot.
Really? How good a baseball player were you?
I could have went to the MLB.
MLB?
Yeah.
I am not surprised.
I'm serious, though.
No, I love your confidence. What positions did you play?
I played pitcher, shortstop, third base, and center field.
Those are the prime positions.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, you were the best player on your team.
Yes, now we talking.
You could hit the ball.
But I was 4th, 5th hitter. You know what that means.
Clean up. Yeah.
Straight clean up on aisle 3.
A-Rod? Oh, you mean the owner of the team?
So
I don't know the baseball player. That's so fantastic. Hey, can we talk about my Boston Celtics? My Boston Celtics were clearly waiting for the home stretch to really catch fire. And now that they've caught fire, how about this? Boston Celtics, second best record in April, 6-1. Boston Celtics with a top 5 defense. Boston Celtics with a probable MVP in Jason Tatum, averaging 30 a game over his last 10 games. MVP. Look, we all mocked Danny Ainge, right, at the trade deadline for what he did on paper, bringing in, what, Evan Fournier and Luke Cornett. Maybe not the boss moves of boss moves, but Danny had a plan. It was a long-term plan. I don't know what the hell that plan is, but that plan is working, my friend, and the Celtics are flying up the Eastern Conference standings.
Oh, my goodness.
So here's to you, Danny Ainge. No idea what it is you're doing, but it's already working. I'm going to drink my green juice. Look into my eyes and tell me how good the
They've
plan is
almost
working.
caught Atlanta, Jenna. Only a game behind the Hawks.
Atlanta's played better than them the last stretch.
Hey, when you got a kid playing Little League, they end up asking you a bunch of questions. Here's one. Can I throw my glove at the ball? The answer is no, you are not allowed to do it. And they say, well, what happens if I do? My usual response is, I don't know. But this happened last night in the Miami Braves game. And I looked up the rule because the announcer said he could get to third place. When a fielder intentionally throws his glove at a fair batted ball and makes contact with the ball, the batter and all runners are awarded 3 bases. Is that a reason not to do it? No, not necessarily. It's still interesting, but there's a rule I had no idea. I got to tell my son when he gets out of school.
3 bases? That's punitive. Wow. Wow.
He almost got the ball.
Game. The game's called Retweet or Delete. Here we go. Check out Russell Wilson's new hype video. Nobody does these better. Posted it to social media yesterday, thrown with shoulder pads on, doing some ab roller work. Brandon, would you retweet or delete Russ's new hype video?
Well, I wish I had 2 options. I wish I could, retweet the video and delete the caption, It takes a wolf to catch a wolf. What is that? But as far as the video goes, I love the video. West to East Empire Production Company does a phenomenal job. Look at the coloring of the video. Look at Russ looking all serious, telling his teammates, you got to be locked in right now. Look, win, baby. All we do is win. That's what he does. He wins. Through 9 years, he's the winningest quarterback ever. I love it. And then, Nick, if you watch the video at the end, he's in on this trend. You know, all these quarterbacks now are doing that one little rollout right here, and then they're throwing it back across their body. So you got to give this a retweet because he's showing everybody, I'm getting up there in age, 10 years in, but I can do what Kellen Mond does. I can do what Justin Fields and Zach Wilson do. I can still do it. I love it. Retweet it.
Okay. For these, we've only ever had 3 answers: retweet, delete, or blocked. New answer: report as spam. Because this corny video, and it's ruining my childhood nostalgia because it took a line from Training Day, an all-time great movie. It took a great DMX song, rest in peace DMX, X gon' give it to you, and I gotta watch Russ in these shoulder pads throw the ball. Spam. Reported as spam, Wilds. I'm out. I'm out on all things social Russell Wilson. Totally out. Report as spam.
What?
Remove it from the internet.
No, I'm way in on it. I'm way on it. Retweet. I love that the other storyline here, Jenna, is that he's wearing his Seahawks helmet. Oh, he's back in love with his Not willing to put the jersey on yet. Not willing to put the jersey on. Pete Carroll, still got to do your job, buddy. Then I'll put the jersey on. Right now, just shoulder pads. But as more and more, as Russ gets more and more committed, he'll add more and more Seahawks gear. So Pete Carroll, keep your promises. I'll put on the jersey, then the pants. Than the socks.
Another big hyped guy, that guy in the middle,
with
Julian Edelman. So at the very end of the show yesterday, Nick casually drops the idea of Edelman coming out of his short retirement to go play for the Bucs.
Ooh.
Brandon, you retweeting or deleting the idea of Jules coming out unretiring to join Brady and Gronk down there in Tampa?
So we're just not going to respect the game and let this dude go off into the sunset with peace. If we're going to have this discussion, I'm going to retweet it
work like
because
that.
I know Tom Brady is the king of recruiting. Martellus Bennett, years ago, retired. He used to be a Patriot, won a Super Bowl with the Patriots. So many times I was sitting around with Martellus Bennett having dinner or just chit-chatting. It's like, oh, this Tom Brady calling me. Like, Martellus, why is Tom Brady calling? Because he's trying to get me to come back. Gronkowski's going down. We have no production at the tight end position. It's mid-season, and he wants me to come and play. So I like this because if anything happened to that wide receiver position like it did last year, Godwin, his finger, you got Evans, his knee, you may be hearing Tom Brady or rumblings of Tom Brady reaching out to Jules. So, Jules, stay in shape because your boy Tom Brady will be calling you sometime during the season because it's inevitable. Somebody's going to go down. Somebody's going to get nicked up. So retweet this, Nick, because I would like to see it.
Sorry, Brandon, 1 second. I'm emailing the league office about possible retroactive tampering penalties. Was that the 2019 season? Because if so, it was 2018, the year they beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. I feel like there should be an asterisk now. Hold on. Tom Brady contacting Martellus Bennett mid-season after he had filed his... Okay, we're good. All right, send it away. I'm retweeting this. Listen, you know what I realized yesterday? When I was making the case as to why New England would hit the over in wins and I got censored and I got pulled off the air momentarily, I don't want to dislike the Patriots. Boston fans don't like me, but that's, their own issue. And the Celtic fans don't like me, and I wasn't a huge Brady guy. But Brady's not there anymore. And then Edelman used to tweet me in the middle of the night. It was really weird, a little uncomfortable. He was mad because I'd talk about, his stuff. But if he just goes to the Bucs, I can just root for the Patriots a little bit. I like Cam. I like Belichick. Oh. I like a lot of their guys. So Edelman, go to the Bucs. I can just transfer all my kind of sports dislike to Tampa. I'm already mad still about Ndamukong Suh hitting a overhand right to Patrick Mahomes' head. Still waiting for that flag. Flip the whole Super Bowl around. So just Edelman go there. I'm retweeting it. I support this idea, Wilds.
Oh, my goodness.
I am aggressively deleting this, not because I don't think it can't happen. Remember that Boston Herald report a few days ago said Julian Edelman won't be able to play the entire year. Now, perhaps that was just like a little bird saying that he was going to retire. Perhaps it's that he can only commit to a handful of games and probably later in the season. So that scares me. However, Julian, if you do make this move, I